Let's look at more examples of completing the square. So in this example, we have f of x equals x squared minus 9x plus 2. Step 1, we're going to move that 2 to the other side. So we're going to subtract 2. F of x minus 2 equals x squared minus 9x. Step 2 would be to factor out an a if it's not 1. Well, here our a value is 1, so there's nothing to factor. Step 3 is to look at our b value, that's the negative 9. We're going to divide by 2 and square it. So now we have negative 9 over 2, which is negative 4.5. And we need negative 4.5 squared, which is 20.25. So I'm going to be adding 20.25 to both sides of my equation to keep it balanced. So we have f of x, and then negative 2 plus 20.25 is 18.25 equals x squared minus 9x plus 20.25. Then we're going to factor this right-hand side. So I need to say, what are the factors of 20.25 that add up to negative 9? Well, I already know those factors are going to be negative 4.5. So then we've got x minus 4.5 squared, because we have 2 of them, and that's still equal to our left side, f of x plus 18.25. Then we can subtract our 18.25 to get f of x all alone. So now we're left with x minus 4.5 squared minus 18.25. And from there we can figure out our vertex, switch the sign inside the parentheses, so we have positive 4.5, keep the sign on the outside, negative 18.25. Let's look at another one. F of x equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 11. Step 1, move over your constant. F of x minus 11 equals 2x squared minus 8x. Step 2, factor out a if there is one besides 1. Here our a value is 2, so I'm going to factor 2 out of both of those expressions on the right. So we have 2 times x squared minus 4x. Step 3, look at our b value, divide by 2 and square it. So we have f of x minus 11, and we're going to add something. I'll figure out what that thing is in a second. Equals 2 times x squared minus 4x plus, now negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2, squared is 4. But again, since we have this 2 in front of the parentheses, we're really adding 2 times 4. So on the left side, we need to make sure we add 2 times 4. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 11 plus 8 is negative 3. So we have f of x minus 3 equals 2. And here's where we're going to do that perfect square trinomial. Our factors of 4 that add up to negative 4 are negative 2 and negative 2. Then we have f of x equals, and we're adding 3 to both sides, 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 3. So our vertex is at the point positive 2, positive 3.